Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo Hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo Hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield post-game show on the Heedy Network. I am Todd Fox. We do this every night. We are not Trent Rush, who just does this once a week, and we just don't do it on the weekends. We follow this team whether win or lose, and a lot of losing has happened. The Angels go down to the Twins, and not just go down, they go down bigger than and faster than what Fernando likes to talk about, which is a Buena Park gigolo. So the Angels go down 16-5. I was really hoping for a 12-run rally in that ninth inning, but it just didn't pan out. As you heard, the worst commentator the Angels have ever hired, I think, is, if Roger Lodge would get behind the mic, he's the worst one ever. But Patrick O'Neill is god awful. Every time he's in the booth, I can't stand him. He has the dumbest takes, the stupidest remarks. The filler's even bad. But that's not even. I mean, there's so much to talk about when it comes to this loss, and I'm going to get into a rant. Believe you me. But this is the only place where you can catch a real post-game show that actually talks about the Angels and it is down the middle with them, because we talk about them when they're good. But in the last 16 games, ladies and gentlemen, this team is 4-16. 4-16 in their last 20. That is garbage baseball. And especially to a Twins baseball team that has not played good at all, especially when Carlos Santana. And shout out to the Satan worshiper on Instagram, who I went back and forth with, who was trying to say, this page sucks. You can't boo your own players. You can't make fun of them. Then unfollow, bitch. You're not you're just a Halo honk, and we don't need you. You know what I mean? Like, come on, be a real fan. It's okay to boo. So you mean to tell me you like losing 16-5 at home? You like losing to a subpar team? You like having a shit owner? You like having Suarez come in a 2-run game again, or a 4-run game? Or it's so bad. It's so bad how things have gone. And again, Ron Washington, for me, is going to get a lot of the early blame on this one. But before I do, a certain someone told me to let you guys see exactly how, when you see Suarez come into the game, yes, you paid to stay for 9 innings. If you're one of the fans that are there right now watching the fireworks, or you stayed the entire way, kudos to you. I couldn't do it. But if you want to save time on the freeway and you want to leave a little early, and you had your experience and your feel of Angels baseball because they're getting blown out, well, Jose Suarez has a PSA for you. That's basically what happened tonight. Jose Suarez comes in and exactly just I don't know what you can say other than that's more flammable than gasoline, but whatever it is and whatever can burn hotter than gasoline, whether it's jet fuel or whatever, it was poured on by Mr. Jose Suarez. He has nothing, no movement to his pitches whatsoever. They're down the middle. And that's not even talking about how Soriano was getting pinched in the first couple innings. Half the pitches that he threw were strikes. I get it. He's a pitcher that's going to fit because they're stretching him out mid-season. He didn't have a full off season as a fucking starter. He came in as a bullpen guy. They jerk him around just like they did with Chris Rodriguez a few years ago. And look what happened to him. I hope the whole same thing doesn't happen to Soriano, but he's 0-4 out the gates. He only pitched an inning in 2/3, gave it 3 hits, 4 runs. He didn't get helped out by his defense. No. And again, you're playing with a thin team. You're playing with a guy who's injured in Drury. You're playing with a guy who can't hit in Hicks. You're playing with, now Moniak, who came in for Trout, but that was late. But dude, like almost dropped a ball. You had Adele. What the fuck was that in right field? I mean, there was just so much crap going on tonight. And again, I mean, the runners in scoring position, it doesn't matter tonight. Oh, they went 2 for 6. Who cares? They got blown out. Runners in scoring position for the Twins, they had 16 opportunities, 7 of which scored. That's crazy. You look at the first 4 innings, 1 run, 3 runs, 3 runs, 3 runs. Those are the first 4 innings. And then they get a 0 finally, and then 1 run, 3 runs, 0 runs, 2 runs, 16 runs, 17 hits. And again, Mike Nelson Trout. Because it gets lost in a blowout. Once again, I was sitting back, and after yesterday seeing it in person, I'm like, nah, this fool ain't going to hit. Easy out. He turned me. He turned me like that fan in Major League where he's like, the Indians suck, and he's just like turning on his team. I turned on him right there. I turned on Trout. I'm like, dude, prove me wrong, damn it. I'm tired of you proving me right. Get a fucking hit when it counts. Nope. Strike out and pop out with his guys and runners in scoring position twice. Same shit. Brandon Drury's caught the Trout bug. Everything's fouled off to the right side. No plate discipline, letting pitches go right down the middle, not protecting the plate. Everything you could do wrong in an at bat. Mike Trout's like, hold my beer. And then Drury's like, hey, don't forget about me. I suck too. And there you go. And then you got guys out there trying. And then Neto has a great night last night. There's just shits the bed tonight. But that's not even the problem. The problem tonight was just god-awful pitching. I mean, Soriano, again, I'm not going to make excuses for him because some of those pitches should have been better, but he did get squeezed a bit. 3 walks. 21 of his 48 pitches were balls. And then you bring in Suarez. 26 of his pitches were out of 41 were strikes. He's now rocking a 10 ERA. 1 1/3 pitched, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, and they should have got more. That runner was safe at third, man. Come on, dude. That guy was safe. And it figures that when the Angels win an unexpected challenge by the opponent, it's when the game doesn't fucking matter. When we're trying to challenge, the game is in doubt, or it's late in the game and it's close, or we're in the lead or some shit, or it can help us have a rally, and we never win it. It always gets overturned. And he was full. I mean, the last angle they showed, the glove never even touched him. And they're all, no, he's out. I was, what are they watching? But Suarez is a meathead. He sucks. There's nothing in between those 2 ears. Adele sucks defensively. The best comment I saw online was take away Adele's glove and make him DH. At this point, why not? Make Trout's ass play center every night. Don't worry about DHing him. And right now, if Sano's healthy, hopefully, and Renifo's healthy, platoon their asses between third and second. Forget about Drury. Put him on the fucking IL. Put him on the IL. If he's over there limping around and shit, that just tells me 2 things. Number 1, he's tougher than Rendon. And B, he's hurt. Get him off the fucking field. And the same thing with Renifo, dude. I sat there telling my girl, dude, Renifo fouled a ball straight off his kneecap. You know how much that hurts? I mean, that's gotta fucking hurt. And that guy's got more testicular fortitude. I don't know why I was saying testicle. I don't know where the hell I was going with that. but he's got more balls, and more balls than freaking Rendon is ever going to have in his life, or as far as like just, he's just a way better player. I mean, like, look, I know he's battled injuries too, but he wants to play. He wants to get out there. And he toughed it out, stayed in the box, and got a hit. Cisneros gave up a moonshot to our boy Santana, who, again, I made a post going into this game. Santana was batting 140, a guy who is 38 years old, who is at risk of being DFA'd by the Twins at the end of April, maybe midway through May. He's only got 1 home run, 4 RBIs. All of a sudden, it's back to Cleveland Indians, Carlos Santana, before they turned into the shit fucks. He turns into a star, and he's got like 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, and that was in a game and a half. That wasn't even the full game. His ass was producing for the Twins. You know, Fulmer gets roughed up finally. He's been pitching really good. Gee, who do you go to in a situation like last time? Washington's like, well, we got a left-hander struggling. We're going to go with another left-hander. He's the best available. Let's go to Suarez. Why not go to Fulmer? Fulmer wound up pitching nearly 4 innings. Yeah, I gave 4 runs, but that was after like the 3rd inning. You know, he started to give up runs, but he was pitching pretty decent. I think only 1 run up into that point, and then he gave up 3 more. I mean, they were washed, and then they bring the only pitcher that pitched clean was Strickland, and then Hicks, of course, he's up to an 18 ERA. The fact we've pitched him twice already this year, that's not looking good. And you know what it is? I'm super convinced, 100% now. The lineup has been left to Ron Washington to do whatever he wants. With the lineup. That's why he's playing guys multiple games. Remember how many games Numbnuts Nevin was not able to play players, and they took days off, and we were like, why aren't they putting out a normal lineup? At least Washington does a normal lineup every now and then, right? But he keeps his players in there, right? But when it comes to pitching, Ron Washington, he's got a hand tied behind his back. See, Numbnuts Nevin had 2 hands behind his back. But Ron Washington at least is able to wiggle loose and dibble-dabble however he wants with the lineup. Not the pitching. Because Patrick O'Neill and Mark Gubazon and everybody else have all said the same goddamn things, which is, hey, this guy pitched the other night. He can't pitch tonight. Hey, who's available in the bullpen tonight? Hey, we got to save those arms. Hey, who's going to pitch tomorrow? Hey! And that's all they do. That's all they fucking do. And you could tell by the way Ron Washington says, well, I had the best available guy, which was Suarez. Bullshit! And bullshit again. I would have, and you would have loved to have seen Strickland come in there, would have loved to see Fulmer come in there, would have loved to see anybody pitch except Suarez. So the one night you nearly get a sellout, because you're not selling out even with that spectacular drone show the other night, because everybody wanted their Mandalorian rally monkey. They rallied their monkeys and came to the stadium to watch this shit show. My goodness, dude. And Suarez had nothing tonight. Let's go through the scoring because it's going to take us a minute. Kepler walked with the bases loaded. That was bullshit. I won't put that on Soriano. But in the second, Kilcroft came out. The household Kilcroft hit a sacrifice fly. Santana scored 2-0. Julian singled to left. Farmer scored. Again, Farmer's batting .064 before this game. Lamach singled to center. Julian scored. Jeffers. God damn. These guys are far better than your Roger Maris and all your famous Yankees, Mickey Mantle, all those guys, Derek Jeter. Who are those guys compared to Kilcroft, Julian, Lamach, and Julian again, and Jeffers and Santana? Household names. Why do you not have those Twins jerseys? I'm going to go out today and get my Farmer jersey and my Lamach jersey. I'm telling you right now, I want that Lamach one. That one is badass. Badass. Fuck, those guys are good. Man, this team should have won by 30. That's how good they are. Adele got the Angels scoring because dude was on base. And he hit a 2-run homer, and you're thinking, okay, 4-2, not bad. Let's just simmer down, calm down. We'll be okay. But no, Suarez comes in and Santana doubled the center because Magical Man from La La Land couldn't make a catch. It was 5-2. Then Farmer doubled, and then Castro and Santana scored. Then Hicks has said, okay, let's make it close again, 7-3. Adele's like, let me make up for my error, even though I can't make up as many runs, but I'll give you one back, and it's 7-4. And you're thinking 3-run game, third inning, long way to go, a lot of runs scored. Paddock doesn't really look all that great, except when he's facing Trout and Drury. Everyone else is kind of touching him up except Neto. And so you got 6 of the 9 guys doing their job, and you're thinking, okay, we got time to come back. But then they struck again, and Santana blistered a 3-run shot off of Cisneros, I believe it was. Yeah, it was Cisneros. And that thing was gone. I mean, a fastball, like he's like, it's going right there. And that was just a moonshot. 10-4, just like that. And if you weren't booing, and you had some janky-ass fans when I was posting sarcastic posts going, oh, you can't boo. Don't fucking follow then. If you're that fucking, if you like watching shit baseball, then go follow plenty other shit pages that are out there that'll rub your knob off, and you can just be so happy to watch a shit team every night because the Angels are providing that, winning only 4 out of their last 16. It's pathetic baseball, man. And there's no need to get into the rest because Kilcroft and Julian and Labach and all those other guys, Jeffers, they all came through. And it's 16-5. Let's see if they had Byron Bruxton and if they had Carlos Correa and if you brought back Mauer and you had, all those other guys that the Twins have had over the years. I'd be like, okay, it's a badass team. They got some runs, with Torrey Hunter's there. Fine. The Twins are the Twins. But they're doing it with no-namers, and we're like, who the fuck is that? And this is Santana, from 7 to 10 years ago? Okay, I get it, but this is 38 years old, Carlos Santana. And you know what? His ass won the Nacho night not the Nacho night, the Stamos. He got the Golden Stamos last night. Well, guess who's getting it tonight? I didn't even have to change the ticker. It's Carlos Santana again. It's from last night. Same shit. In the last 2 games, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. He's getting his average up to almost 200 now. I mean, it's ridiculous how we make you famous, baby. He's up to 181. He had 2 hits tonight, 4 RBIs, including that home run, 3 runs scored. Again, a guy who's batting 140, this close to being DFA'd, comes to Anaheim, rejuvenates that career at 38. What is wrong with this team? It's not what is wrong. It's how many things are fucking wrong with this team. That's the question. From everybody in charge to the players on the field. I mean, number 6 just is like, I'm diagnosing myself, bitches. I've got the code right here. It's called FU Angel fans. That means my hammy string is pulled and I'm out for a long time. Don't know when I'm coming back, but I'm still cashing those checks. Fuck you, Angel fans. And then you got Halo honks like that Satan worshiper going, yeah, standing ovation. And top plays like, yeah, we need to give this guy more fan support. Woo! And don't bash our Suarez. Yeah, top fans with your fake-ass bot fans. Yeah! No, it doesn't work that way. Because if you're a real Angel fan, you're either going to do one of 2 things. Go to the Angel game and still try to have a good time, but boo the shit out of when things like this happen tonight, or you're going to take the second approach, which is going to be the more popular approach, which is the one where I'm in the middle, but I'm starting to lean that way, which is just don't go to the games. And I hate doing that because I do love this team with all my heart, but I hate the fucking owner. And I hate the direction of where this team is going, which is no direction. When they find a direction, I'll jump back on board and maybe start to believe in whoever's the general manager at the time. But right now, as of now, Perry running the bullpen the way he is, and the pitching staff and the ownership, we have zero direction. And that's hard to follow. I can't, it's hard to follow, but I'm going to do it here because, hey, it's a safe place here. I can say whatever the fuck I want to, and I'm going to continue to do that, and you guys will too, and I appreciate that. But damn, dude, it's going to be harder and harder to go to games this year when they're playing this miserable. You think I want to pay good money to see Aaron Hicks pitch, whether even if it's the ninth inning? You think I want to see pay good money and buy food and whatnot, even if I'm parking for free at Noble, by the way, you can, and walk over to the stadium or taking the Angels Express and not having to pay for kids and doing all that kind of shit to save money and not give Artie food money as far as eating before and after we go to the games or sneaking in snacks and stuff like that? Fine. You can find ways to gyp that bastard, right? And still have a good time. Don't buy your tickets from Angel Stadium. Buy them from 714 Tickets. Buy them from StubHub. Buy them from anywhere else. Just don't buy them from him. Don't give him no money. Don't buy. Why go to Angel Stadium and buy a $160 jersey or sometimes $200 that you could buy anywhere else in a Nike store for $90? You can go online and get them for cheaper. Hell, you can go overseas and get the same fucking quality for like $30. You just got to wait 2 weeks to get it. That's what I do sometimes. Why the fuck do I going to want to pay $200, and especially to that dumbass? But my point being this, we are getting to a great divide and early this season because there is a decade now of suck. And our great, fallback as far as Mike Trout with Ohtani gone is steadily disappointing us more and more, to where you can't even rely on that and be like, yeah, I want to take my son to this game because, who knows how long he'll play? Who knows how long he'll be in his prime? He's such a great athlete, and we're not disputing that, but he has lost something on that swing until he adjusts. And right now he ain't hitting for shit. So you want to take your son, take your son to sit in the 400s on the right side just by first base or behind home plate, because Mike Trout will hit a lot of foul balls your way because he's late on fastballs. But if you're looking for him to come through in the clutch, no. If you're looking for him to hit a home run with nobody on, yes. But with people on, no. So it's going to be kind of, we don't have that to fall back on. We don't have too many stars here anymore. Is that by design? Possibly. But it's harder and harder to watch this team. And then even with the jackholes that we have on TV, it's harder to watch Bally's too. Because then it'll actually be a close game, and it's like, all right, well, we got first and second now. Right now, we're down one. First, a word from Jack. Hey, try my new Jack in the Box hamburger. Smash mouth in your face, in your face, in your face. Now back to baseball, and there's a third out. That's Bally's for you. Let's talk about who gets the nacho night, and I think this is going to surprise you. And by the way, that is the second time we have back-to-back John Stamos winners. The first one was that dude from Tampa Bay. He won back-to-back nights. And now it's Carlos Santana who gets it back-to-back nights for the opponent. So no Angel has had it back-to-back. So let's see who gets the Nacho Night Award.
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos, ow.
I'd be insane if I told you that the Nacho Night would go to anybody that's not an Angel in this game. How can you lose by 11 runs at home and not give it to an Angel? And I think we have to give it to the most prime Angel at this point, Ron Washington. Ron Washington has now raised the white flag 3 or 4 times this season. Why? I don't know. But in close games, either early or even one time with our fat ass Suarez late in the game, where he just goes to a pitcher that clearly doesn't have it, which is Suarez, and you lose the game because he gives up multiple runs, and this team's already struggling to score runs. You're waving the white flag, and that's something that we were really yelling at and pissed off last year with dumbass numbnuts Nevin, always waving the white flag, not chasing wins, which came out of his mouth. I still think that is one of the worst quotes in professional sports. If you play for a beer league, you're chasing wins. If you play in a minor league team or for a travel ball team, a freaking like little league team. You're chasing wins because that's competition. He's on a major league fucking roster and he's not chasing wins. That came out of Numbnuts' mouth last year. Unbelievable. I mean, just when you think that this team can't sink any lower, they're all like, hold my beer. Here we go. And Ron Washington, for goofing like that and going to a guy who, again, this isn't the first rodeo. I mean, if you think that the jury is still out on Jose Suarez and you're like, man, I don't know, this guy is showing potential. You've only been here, not even a quarter of a season. And you saw glimpses of him in spring training. And you actually think this dude is the best option out of that pen? Quijada with Tommy John surgery last year after the surgery is better than freaking Suarez. Can't wait for that guy to come back. This guy's got, I mean, how long do we keep him until he's DFA'd? But thank you, Ron Washington. You get your first nachos of the year. Let's jump into these comments. And DFA Suarez, I love it. Eric says, there's not much left to say at this point. It's still April, and I'm counting down the days to football season. Washington has his work cut out for him because his team is fucked. Sure is. We can all agree that the worst part of the game is Patrick O'Neal. Yes, AC. Absolutely. DFA the entire pitching staff besides Detmers. Send Manassian on his way as well. He is a fucking clown. Unfortunately, we can't fire the owner. Exactly, Eric. I agree with that. And you know what? Did Bally's tell you that our boy Detmers pitches tomorrow? Because I kind of heard that over and over and over. Hey, don't worry. We got our Detmers pitching tomorrow. He's going to be out there for us on a Sunday. Detmers. I mean, good grief. They couldn't shut up with that. It's like, we get it. He pitches tomorrow. What's going on tonight? This was so bad. I'm at the hospital. Damn Angels. I'm okay now. Okay. Well, that's something I want to touch on too. Dan Rios messaged me. He said that he blacked out and they were pumping on his chest to wake him up. So I'm just happy that you're okay, Dan, and Godspeed. Hopefully you get better. Maybe you just had a little session right there. You had either too much to drink or you had something very jalapeno-ish. You might want to cut those spices out. I don't know what it is, Dan, but joking aside, man, hopefully you're better. That is really, really scary. MT says pathetic owner. Absolutely. We got hammered last year in Tampa Bay and again today. The common denominator is ass Suarez. Exactly. Marty also says, we thought Ron might be able to do wonders and fix these broken toys, but they are beyond repair and a total rebuild is needed. I guarantee you that Dana is getting brought up from AA this week. I'm pretty sure, Eric. I want 90% off. I'm going to buy a ticket for the shit show. Ooh, man. Half of Trout's hits have being homers. That's certainly not good. Saucy says Angels, Rockies, and White Sox in that order. Patrick says sell the team. Dude, those sell the team shirts are going to go off the shelves when we start printing those. Trent Rush just said this team will bounce back and win 100 games this year. Are you serious, Hanky Panky? Oh, my God. He's such a tool, dude. Oh, my God, dude. Fuck this team. Piece of shit, Artie. Sell the fucking team already. You're garbage, Rally says. MT also says it's time to hand out paper bags and sell the team shirts. We are going to be doing both of those. I'm going to buy a bunch of paper bags before they outlaw them. Also, Marty says as soon as Suarez was warming up in the bullpen, I knew it was over. Exactly. Leaf says play cash for gold for the pitching staff. You know what? I haven't played that in a while, so I might just get into that right now. We'll talk about the wonderful pitching right now by our no, not that one. We'll play this one right here. If it plays. Let's talk about that pitching. Let's review it. Jose Soriano, 1 2/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 3 walks, only 1 K. Suarez, everyone's favorite, 1 1/3. 5 hits allowed, 3 runs, 3 earned, and only 1 strikeout. Cisneros, 3 earned runs, 2 hits and just 2/3 of an inning and a home run. Fulmer said, "Hold my beer, 3 1/3, 4 runs, 5 hits, all earned, 2 home runs, or 2 walks, and 1 home run allowed." And then Nick gave that awesome home run as well. There you go. So, wow, that's not a song I'd like to play when we do the Angels, but there it is. Josh says this team's performance was just a shit as some of the co-workers conditioning when it comes to straightening up shelves in our store. Patrick O'Neill is a doofus a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And you know what? We are 0-2 when they bring that dumbass, what is it called? Mighty Ducks DJ to the stadium. He sucks ass as a DJ, and they bring him over from Honda Center over to here, and he's even worse at Angel Stadium, and they're 0-2 with the Star Wars weekend. Good God. I don't think 4-16 in the last 20 games is that bad. Wash is going to rally these guys and push for the World Series run, and we could take that to the to the bank and deposit it. I smell, just don't quote me on this one, but I sense there's some sort of Halo honkish sarcasm. Yes, I believe so. Marty says, Todd, it's time to have the orchestra start playing the Titanic or it's over tomorrow's live. I usually say that for September. Think about this. Hicks gave up less runs than Soriano and Suarez in 1 inning. Laugh out loud. What an absolute fucking joke. Gibby checks in from Facebook. What is there to say? The pitching took a complete dump. Ron really needs to stop using Suarez in close games. I was honking my honk and thought the Angels could win 2 out of 3 with the Twins. What the hell was I thinking? You know what? And exactly, Michael, you said it earlier. You were honking your honk. I'm the dumbass that came on the pod and said, sweep for the Angels. And Marty was the one saying, nah, the Angels are going to get swept. I'm like, what are you watching? Minnesota play-by-play, you're supposed to beat these kind of teams. Laugh out loud, we fucking suck. Sega says, ouch. Nice addition of Frolic, Leaf said. Also, Suarez clip is gold. Hanky Panky says, blame the fans for not giving Jose Suarez a standing ovation when he entered the game. His confidence was shot after that. Alyssa likes the song. I don't even ever see I've never seen an Angels team start 10-17. Well, you have seen them start 6-14. The honks will let you know about that. Dan says Stukas would have helped. Damn it. MT says, hey, Washington, stay off that coke. With Rendon gone indefinitely, he has time for his number one interest, fighting with fans. He needs a cast first. Also, we're not in the twin of it. Oh, geez. Mateo says, dude, Devin. The Force was our opponent, Anna says. Also, Blixie says, I'm walking out with one thing and one thing only. Joe Adele is back, baby. Offensively. Defensively, he will never be there. He never arrived. Has Adele finally hit his potential at the plate? I think so, but not defensively. Also, the stadium needs sage Indian burial ground. Yes, it does. It needs a whole truckload. Laugh my ass off. This team fucking sucks. R. Martinez, my man, checks in, says at the bottom of the second Trout pop out. Anna says emotional damage. There's a lot of that going on tonight. Because why?
That team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Exactly. We don't even buy win anymore.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Emotional damage.
Yeah, exactly. See, Marty says Adele can DH, but we don't want him fielding if we can help it. Eric checking in, evening. How you doing? Mateo says this was an utter embarrassment. Exactly. Sit Nelson down, bring up. Or sit Nelson down, bring up. Who? Bryce. That's what he says. Facebook says Trout is allergic to hitting with runners in scoring position. Yep. Truly, madly, deeply, Angel Savage Garden. I'm calling for the name change since it might as well be the theme song. Yeah, we need to get rid of calling all Angels. Balls, and Savage Garden. Boy, when you guys want something, you let me know, and I appreciate that. So, well, again, Mateo called for it. until the falls down on me. Sorry, sign me, Artie. I can do better. Let's see. Big 20 says, dude, all my friends lost in the surf contest and the Angels lost. Fuck, I'm rattled right now. So Big 20 is mad. Blixie says, I'll be attending the Angels open tryouts this summer. Well, then you should make it automatically. I think Trout is probably just about checked out with this circus. Just trade him and get something for the future. Boy, with that contract, it'd be hard to trade. We've heard that several times, but I guarantee you someone would fix his swing and he'd turn into a superhero again. But Eric, did you say circus? And now, batting number 27, center fielder Mike Trout. Oh, I cut out. Let's see. Also, 4A Trout strikes again. Also, Trout is allergic with runners in scoring position. Balls, and Suarez, because he likes them balls.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Suarez. Also, Sega says Amir, Garrett, Kenny Tucker, Jason Martin, Tedesco, Jack Lopez, Tyler Thomas, one-way flight to Anaheim. These guys can't do shit or pull their own weight right now. After review, the call in the field stands. Runners out. Minnesota loses a challenge. Balls, and Mike Trout sucks. I wouldn't even want Trout to DH, unlike Halo honks who haven't come to grips that Trout is sucking even more as a DH. Yep, and also we got Sano off the field. No update on him. Exactly. It's like we don't have doctors. Also, let's see. The Angels are behind the Athletics in the standings. Yeah, they are terrible, Leaf. Terrible. Let's see. Regarding the bullpen, we ain't got nobody that we can depend on. Carlos Santana. Geez. From X, Free the Halo says Free the Halos. So check out his page. Grillmaster says Rendon can't have balls if he has a vagina with constant water break. That's disgusting, but very funny.
John Stamos choked on me.
Well, we weren't talking about that, Raj. Let's see. Also quoting a song right there. Sega says Perry is stupid ass little shit, probably stuffing his face with lasagna. Carlos Santana was smooth tonight. Song references. Most valuable putts. DFA Trout Anna says didn't Carlos Santana have a different name? I think he did. So Silent E checks in from oh my gosh, from Japan. And here's the thing, Silent E, my dad said that stupid comment again. He said it again. Clearly, Trout knows how to swing his bat and put the balls in play, but I guess he can't bring the same energy to the field he brings to the bedroom. Just waiting on the injury again. Too much sex. My dad, of course, which I have to repeat, is one of the worst takes of all time. He says, boy, ever since he got married, I'm convinced. Too much sex and he's not the same. I'm like, it's more like he's been around Tiger Woods too much. But anyway, Anna says Hicks and an RBI with a man on base. Take notes, Mike Trout. Yes, both suck. Blixie says, I personally like Jared Walsh back on this team as a pitcher. Adele needs to work on his defense again, but he's batting near 300. Yeah, Walsh, I think, did pass waivers, but I don't think we're going to take another shot at him. Those 16 runs allowed are not sweet 16. Anna says, also Marty says, I blame the Mandalorian monkey for this loss. Who? Roger Lodges? That's kind of mean. Anna says, Trout, see that dude on second base? See this in your hand? This is a bat. Now you see this white thing? It's a ball. Your objective? Make contact with that ball. He's like, I've been putting it in foul territory. Hello. Let's see. Also, Neto is the best number 9 hitter. Geez. R. Martinez says Trout is fool's gold. He's not really that good. He never really was. I don't know about that. He's just very much slumped now. Neto is massively overhyped. Here comes the killing. Shannawell, Renifo, Trout, Ward, Adele, catcher for your first 6. Let's see. R. Martinez says, what is the score now? 28-2. I think the Twins are still scoring. Suarez will be the Yokohama Bay star very soon. I don't think he can make that squad. We see Suarez coming in. Oh shit, here we go again. That is something that we need to play for him, because literally when he does come out, we all think the same thing. It's not even like a certain few fans. Even the Halo honks are like,
oh shit, here we go again.
Yep. Also, what the hell are we saving the arms for? when we're not playing to win. Exactly. Doesn't make no sense. Angel fans screaming about Suarez, Q stop and get some help. We're just asking for all of these.
Stop it. Get some help.
David says at this point, lefty, righty don't matter. Why don't they bring up Joyce and DFA Suarez? Exactly. Like you're 10 and 17 now. Like just try to get one at a time back. And I'm not going to try to pronounce things. If I say it the way I say it, the way I say it is the way I say it. You can only play for fire for so long and it burns you. Also, dude, I got on base twice. Can I get more starts? Washington. And Washington is like, hey, sit your ass down. Let's see. Also, Don says, why are we surprised this year? This team didn't get any better in the offseason. They literally lost their best players. Shouldn't be any expectations on this team at all. True, but we want to see some improvement. And then we do get mad because they kind of buttercup us every chance they get because they make it look like they're staying in the game just to say, nah, this game's over. Santana freaking parked one. Also, Trout needs to take his talents to South Jersey somewhere. Also, let's get down here real quick. Maurer killed the Angels back in the day. Good thing. And the only thing I can say about him is he got caught a batting practice homer from him, or he caught a batting practice homer from him back in the day in 2011. Blixie says you could really tell that Rendon was so devastated that he would be getting the rest of the season or the year off and paid while playing. Absolutely. Christopher says poverty franchise. I agree. It's been made that way. Todd with the award selection, Control C, Control V on the keyboard. Also, Broman says, do you agree Rendon is the worst contract in MLB history now? Strasburg was before. Yeah, but at least Strasburg pitched you into the World Series with Washington. You know, I know he re-upped after that, but absolutely. I mean, Rendon's attitude, everything that came along with it, at least Strasburg was quiet. This guy's just a total dick, dude, all the way around. Anna says, what are the odds those honks follow Cox in the outfield? Pretty good. The Cox had some really bad fans, and if you still follow that other dude with a mustache, my God, I'm scared Artie will move the team, and if the attendance really takes a shit, could be possible. The MLB doesn't even investigate Artie, or they don't take him serious, so I would think that he has a chance to go there. So I would go to the game for the food and for the view up in the 500 level behind the plate. This team is a lost fucking cause. 714 tickets. 714 tickets. Also, Anna says, let's see, with how hot the Twins have been, I have a bad feeling they'll be able to beat Reed Detmers. No, because what happened is Reed Detmers will probably give up 2 runs and the team won't score anything. So that's how they'll beat him. Dude, I'd say Chris Davis goes in between Rendon and Strasburg. Yeah, I say Chris Davis would probably be a good number 2, but Rendon would be number 1. That would be my thing. Then Strasburg. One of my members from work is going to the 3rd game against the Phillies at the Big A. Okay. I don't need helmet nachos diarrhea. No thanks. Fuck you, Arturo. Plus, paying $20 for helmet nachos that give you diarrhea is not a good move, in my opinion. Trout has been disappointing me since 2018. Let's see. Also, when we were down 4-2, Mike Trout was Glenn close, but no cigar. This guy. Also, Rendon's favorite song is by John Denver, Leaving on a Jet Plane. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know if I'll be back again. This guy ain't coming back this year or ever again. Broman says, do you agree age is catching up to Trout? His batting average lowest ever. His bat speed is not catching a fastball. Decline is coming. It is sad. It's already here. But see, the problem is, I agree, Broman, but it's a fix. It's an easy fix. It's a tweak. It's called studying the film. It's called reacting a little bit faster. I'd rather see him strike out on off-speed pitches than fastballs, but and they're throwing him high heat every time. It's embarrassing that we had one of the best players of all time, and he has fallen off because he's not caught up to everybody adjusting to him. And a quick word from the SoCal hopeful Honda people as the Angels get fucking blown out 40-1 for their 125th loss. I love the nacho. Ow. Also, Nevin would have been chasing these wins. I don't know about that. I don't know about him chasing wins. He doesn't do that. Why would you even put a pitcher in the game and put a pitcher like that in a game you're still close in? That was one of my favorite things. Ron will leave halfway through this year. Book it. Reason states this team sucks. Exactly. Even if you're surfing, you're chasing wins, Big 20 says. Also, I see your show instead of the Angel game. We won't see Angel games until they're over 500. I'm 60 and time is valuable. I still love Angels, but time is more important. I don't blame you. I really don't. Seriously, I blacked out what happened. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. The A's are better than us. They sure are, and that is freaking sad. Watch Artie summon us to jury duty about what we should do with Suarez. Get rid of him. See, my dad just cut. Oh, geez. Little Wayne says Ron Washington in the postgame said he will continue to run Suarez out there without hesitation as long as he is on the team. He is not trying to win, and neither is Perry, but not DFA Suarez. Wow, that's very disappointing. I wish we had better news than that. Suarez says he's been washed for the last 2 years. Broman says never returned last year after terrible start. Dude is barely an MLB pitcher solely because he is a left-hander. Yep. Let's see. Also, Christopher says, when is $3 tickets coming? Well, there's actually dollar tickets if you look online for tomorrow's game. And then Leaf says, hey, Trent, stay off the damn weed. Blixie, are paper bags outlawed at the stadium? I'd legitimately show up with that. No, they're not. But you can't walk in there with them on. So if you have them in a bag, if you have them under your, in your pants, which I would do, or under your shirt or something like that, you can eat, those won't pull up on those damn metal detectors, obviously, or the screeners or anything else like that. You should be okay. Bring those in, put them on. They're not going to take them away from you. But I know one thing, if you have a sign that says fuck Artie or sell the team, and they can see it as you're walking in, they will not let you in with it. So the key is to hide that shit until you get in the game, then put it on. And then you're going to find some Halo honks that are going to be like, that's disrespectful, but fuck them. You have every right to show up the way you want to. So I have a right to show up as a clown. That Santa Angel can show up as Santa all year long. And anybody can go in anything except I know you can't wear actual masks, but you can go with paper bags. There are certain things like it's weird. They actually outlawed when we brought those thunder sticks. You can't use those, but you could bring cowbells. That makes no sense because they're saying those are too distracting. They make too much noise. What do you think a fucking cowbell does? Trent Rush is honking his honky. Always honks his honk. Send Trout to the Phillies, Giovanni says. That would have worked a long time ago. Whopper, 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 whopper. And then Homeboy's he's honking his honk despite the losing. Let's see. Also, Patrick says we should sell out the behind the plate seats for the nationally televised game and just wear paper bags. And boy, that is a great idea. That is a great idea. Balls, and suckage. That's disgusting.
How dare you?
There's a lot of that.
Team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Time for you to check out what I want.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Also, Wayne was doing a Fox Sports 1 broadcast tonight, Reds versus Rangers. Let's see. Also, yesterday he was doing the Friday night game for Apple. Yeah, he gets moved around a lot. Wayne, Broman says Wayne was doing a college Chicago White Sox Tampa Bay game, so he didn't get back in time to call this shit show by the Angels. Well, he missed a good one. Angels are good, Jacob says. Is there a worse level than Savage Garden? Maybe Loser by Beck, Sound of Silence. Yeah, there's those. There's awful lot of bad songs. Watching the show from the hospital, feeling better. The season starts tomorrow. Choke on that, Roger. Yes, we hope you're feeling better, my man. Big time.
John Stamos choked on me.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Patrick O'Neill is such a bad broadcaster. He can't even string together a coherent sentence. I still have faith in the Angels, but not much faith. Well, yeah, it's hard to have any kind of faith that they're losing by 11. 0-2 with the Star Wars. The Force is not with us. That DJ is a fucking clown DJ, JoJo. He was the worst thing about the Ducks games. I hated that guy at Ducks games. He's like, hey, it's time to make some noise. And then he starts playing like a real good, song, like whether it's like hip hop or it's a dance thing or it's an old school song, and he mixes in Latin with it, and then he kills it, and then he goes back to a different Latin song, and you're like, all right, that's a danceable song, and then it's like back to hip hop, and it just throws it all over the place. He's fucking terrible. O'Neill speaks in fragmented portions in a very erratic sort of matter. Well, see, as bad as my speech can be at times, I still think I'm better than he is. That guy's garbage. See, Rally Chris says, my birthday party, let's start a sell the team chant. It may work. Maybe. See, wait, the Angels are losing? Yes, they did lose. Trent Rush likes feet since he's a bootlicking house man. And it says also stay off the weed. Oh, man. Next time, let's super glue Suarez to the bullpen bench so he can't play. Now we just need to put him in front of a buffet because he seems to be eating his way out of the league. Trout number 6 need to hold my beer all the way to retirement. Number 6 honks his honk and then gets hurt, and Trout can't even rally his own monkey anymore, and Artie can't finish business to save his old life. Unfinished business. Balls in Washington is not coaching well. Boy, they're turning on him fast.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John
Ron Washington not coaching well. Patrick says, I need to cheer you up. Todd, balls in my mouth. See, there he goes again. I one of these times I'm going to find it not funny, but until then, that's fucking funny.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Balls in Patrick's mouth. What did Papa Fox said? He got up after saying the sex line again and just quietly walked to his room. I think that homo from Savage Garden could hit the balls harder than these guys. You mean Sano? Sano had an MRI on his knee and it's soreness day to day. That's good. Also, did we ever get an official announcement on number 6, or he just diagnosed himself? He diagnosed himself because he once watched ER, and he knows what George Clooney would have done in that situation. Give this team some Cialis for daily use; it'll help their performance issues. Halo Joe checks in with it's paper bag time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dude. Halo Joe is on our show or on our network especially for Fridays. He makes other appearances, but Fridays is Cup of Joe on the podcast form. So if you want to listen to his shows, they're very funny and informative at the same time. His logo, if you see it right there, is something we're going to be launching. And if you can come up with a name for that character, that'd be great. Otherwise, it's just going to be like Joe from, like, say, for instance, like the Jack in the Box commercials. It's just Jack. But, yeah, we're going to have some funny stuff with Halo Joe in that paper bag. Trust me, he might be the official mascot of this page. Suarez for MVP. Fletcher cleared waivers. Just a thought. Nope. Papa Fox says if only Trout had trains as a hobby rather than constantly banging his wife. Courtney checks in with Adele is defensive liability. I don't care what his batting average is. He's given up half the runs on his own. Preach. 100% Fletcher GOAT. Let's see also testosterone. Suarez gave up another run while we were recording this. What the hell is going on out there? I think she wants to hear some Lombardi.
What the hell's going on out here?
YouTube fan says, I thought Ohtani going to the Dodgers wouldn't be able to handle the pressure. Trout is the one who can't handle the pressure of being the only star on the team. They figured him out. High strikes. That is sad, and probably true. Jameson Bruce checks in with it's almost May and we've only won one series. I had us going 68-94, but they look even worse than that right now. Damn. That might be where we're headed. Also, Halo Joe says, I'm with Papa Fox right now. Trout is scoring more with his bat in his pants than on his bat at the stadium. Leaf says it's the cock teasing that's the worst. Speaking of, as a Mariners fan, I know this all too well. You need to do more voiceovers with Ron Washington. Todd, you nailed it. What happened to Austin Warren? Who knows? The worst contract in MLB history is Chris Davis back in Baltimore, Anna says. Vince Mello checks in. He hasn't been here in a while, but what's up, Vince? He says, I'll be at the stadium Monday and Tuesday. Philly's probably going to murder us. Trout hitting will be fixed if Sorrento actually leaves the organization as a whole. David Carroll says Adele is hitting 280, but unfortunately 280 in the outfield. Oh my God, dude, this team is getting worse. Let's see. Also, laugh out loud. Dollar tickets. I still won't go. I wouldn't go if the beers were free. Jacob says. Oakland or Vegas or Sacramento A's. Who cares? Do you agree the A's have a better future than the Angels? Yes, because the Angels just really don't have a direction. And at least the A's do. Mason Miller versus Detmers. Who you pick up? I say Detmers has a good game tomorrow. Thundersticks are outlawed. The Angels are the reason why Thundersticks are a thing. That is true. I've been sneaking those Thundersticks in at times, and still. Halo Joe says you can't wear leather teddies to the stadium. Learn that the hard way. And it says, when you said outlaw Thundersticks, are you talking about the tailgate from last year when we went? Yeah, and I brought them again, and they got pissed off. So let's see. Also, the Ducks DJ is a quack. Oh my God. Patrick also says the Angels are going to cause Ron Washington to relapse like Josh Hamilton. That's the curse of Artie Moreno for you. Suarez just gave up another homer to Buxton. It's now 30-7 Twins. All the Angels rallied for 2. Cup of Joel is gold every time I give it a listen. There you go. It's 31-7 Jeffers. Let's see. Also, you should make a paper bag T-shirts wearing an Angels cap. I do have that already, you two, and we will be putting those out there for sure. Honking my honk, Suarez for World Series MVP. Imagine if he got onto a World Series roster. That would be god awful. Let's see. These nuts do better. Yeah. Bootlicking houseman as well.
Call me a bootlicking houseman all you want. I don't give a damn. These nuts. Got him.
Got him. Let's see. Ball 4, ball 8. We walk the bases loaded. As far as David Roska saying, Angels suck all the time. Let's see. What is Roger Lodge telling James? Roger Lodge is like, James, that game on Saturday did not count whatsoever. It was the game on Friday. No. Let's talk about last week when they won a game, and we'll just play those highlights all over. Rendon's doctor is Google. Patrick says Trout must be rubbing one out in the dugout if he can't hit at the beginning of the game, but goes cold at the end of the game. Exactly. Artie needs to call in. The depression is too much. Well, there's a request for Artie if he wants to call in. If not, I got to play this one more time, and I'll do some scores, and we'll bullshit a little bit and to see if he calls in. But this was in the 3rd inning tonight. Yeah, that was that. Scores from around the league. We'll jump into that real quick unless we can get him to call in. The Raiders beat the Blue Jays 4-2. The Reds beat the Rangers 8-4. Orioles over the Athletics 7-0. Cardinals over the Mets 7-4. The Red Sox are the only team that beat another team worse than how we got beat tonight. They beat the Cubs 17-0, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Nationals beat the Marlins. Marlins are sparkling 6-22. The Astros finally win. They're still 11 games under. They win 12-4 over the Rockies. The Tigers beat the Royals 6-5. The Yankees all over the Brewers 15-3, and the White Sox somehow get a win, their 5th of the year, 5-22 over the Rays, 8-7. Rays are off to a bad start. Shit fucks win again. They are 19-8. They win 4-2 over the Bravos. The Phillies beat the Padres 5-1. The Pirates over the Giants 4-3. Giants continue to scuffle, and the Mariners win again to stay in first place. They win 3-1 over the Diamondbacks. The Mariners are now 15-12, and that's your up-to-the-date games right now. Let's see. Blixie says Trout and his sexual impulses should be a documentary in 15 years. Artie, put up with a cheap beer, put the cheap beer down, lose even the cheaper hooker, and call in. Patrick says it is time for some amazing grace for this team. Dan says, here's a hypothetical. Would it be better for the team to, if the entire pitching staff was traded for the A's? Ponder that. I almost don't want to because it's depressing. A pitching, not the whole team. Brian says, Artie could have gotten $3 billion for this team from Ballmer. He'd be lucky to get 1.5 right now. He fucked over the Moreno family generations. He did. If you think about it, he could have gotten so much money for this. And the value with Ohtani gone is long gone, because if he would have sold the team, you would have given those legit owners at least a half a season or 3/4 of a season to give a legitimate pitch, no pun intended, for him to stay as an Angel. But no, it wasn't going to happen. And yes, it's been devalued big time. Todd, do we see a crowd of more than 15,000 after tonight's shitty effort? Only because Detmers is pitching. I would say maybe 19,000. You're not going to see over 25 tomorrow. That's some bullshit if they try to tell you that. It's the Halo Honk line. Hello? Hello? Who's this?
What do you mean? Who's this?
Oh!
How dare you, Tom? I thought we've been friends for years.
Well, I
was breathing hard because I just walked into the office right now and sat down, and I was winded. I think it was the COVID. I think I'm still breathing hard from the COVID.
Well, you got COVID?
No. I got something else. Well, I'm not going to share what that was.
Yeah, unlike COVID, keep that to yourself, because I don't think we need to know about your warts.
Hey, hey, warts. What I got, I didn't even need medication. I just had to shave. Oh, boy. There's a bunch of creepy crawlies down there, Todd, let me tell you.
Can we just talk about
That's the last time I partied with a girl named Bertha.
All right. Can we just stick to baseball real quick? Sapphire told me that you need to do a promo commercial. That's the only way you could stay on the Halos and the Infield postgame show. So the promo obviously is your favorite drink. So I don't know if you have the cue card there, but I'm putting it up right now. It's Spritz O'Clock.
Hey, it's Spritz O'Clock, everyone. And you know, my favorite drink is when I listen to Halos in the Infield, also known as Heaty. I like to drink Jim Beam.
It's Kettle One.
It's Spritz O'Clock when I'm drinking Jim Beam, and it's Spritz O'Clock when I'm banging away.
It's Kettle One, Artie.
Spritz all over the place. All over the wall. You get a black light in here, Todd. There's Spritz all over the walls. Oh, it's like a horror film in here, Todd.
That's disgusting.
Oh, boy. I'm having as much sex, almost as much as Mike Trout. That's why I can't hear you play baseball. Woo, I have too much sex.
Eric says you're an amazing owner. He truly appreciates you.
Oh, Eric! Whatever was that? Eric, you know, let me tell you something. Todd, you listening? Hey, Todd, you there?
Yeah, I'm
Hello?
here. I'm listening.
You were asking. Hey, I'm going to tell you this. When I'm down in the dumps, when I think everybody hates me on the internet, I can always count on my buddy Eric. He's going to hold a brother up. Well, not in that way, because that would be gay. But he likes to keep me up straight and move forward. Keep your head up, he tells me. Chin up. And then I go get drunk.
Let me ask you this, Artie. Now, are you staying Come on, man. Focus, dude. Just for a second. Okay. Just look. You're with Sapphire, correct? She's your secretary. And you said you're having too much sex to not focus on the team like Mike Trout. What, I mean, is your wife getting tired of all the sex, or?
Hey, my wife, she's good for a couple rounds a day. And at our age, I could give her a heart attack. But I have to keep moving. I got to keep going. I can't just limit myself to 2 times a day. I got to go to work. I have a lot of stresses in my life. And that's where Sapphire helps me out. She comes up to me, she goes, hey, Artie, I just purchased a ticket on the A train. Guess where I want to go? And I go, I don't give a damn where you want to go, girl. Just hop aboard. Hop aboard that A train. Bangy, 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 bangy.
Artie. No. You spilled the spritz everywhere, right?
Oh, it's hot. It's disgusting, actually.
Okay, can we focus on baseball
I'll
here?
draw a picture for you, Todd.
No. I don't need no crayon pictures. Those were disgusting.
I'm mailing. There's some in the mail right now.
You mailed them to other parts of my family that don't even follow baseball. Do you know how crazy that was?
Your name's not Ronald Fox?
There's no Ronald.
There's no Ronald Fox in your family.
Hey, by the way, Silent E is checking in from all the way over in Japan. He says moist.
Silent E! I'm a big fan of your brother, Easy.
Listen, Artie.
You guys keep rapping over there in Japan. I'm a big anime fan.
Listen, I just want to know what's going to happen with the Angels. I'm tired of Suarez pitching. Can we get some real answers here?
Hey, it's all up to our manager, our fearless leader, Ron Washington. It's all up to him. Who am I kidding? Perry's the one driving the car here. Hey, Suarez, I think he has a few innings good left in him. I'm just waiting for him to pop up.
Okay, fine. If you're not really going to answer the question, how about this one then? We're 0-2 in Star Wars Nights. What was the best part of the game? That means no wins and 2 losses. Was it the best part on the field?
Sorry. I had it backwards. I thought it was like 2 strikes.
Oh man. I'll just get to this then. I'm trying to breathe here. I'm so angry because those 800 drones were awesome. That brought me to the stadium, but your team sucks on the field.
If I can only get those drones to play baseball. Maybe in the World Series, baby. Damn, you ever see that movie? Batteries Not Included?
Yes.
We could have a bunch of those guys out there with
so
baseball gloves.
Stupid.
That'd be the cutest thing flying around. Oh, yeah. I can see it happening.
That was
sure is nice, Todd.
That was drones before drones. But did you ever shag Marge Shot? Eric wants to know.
Marge Shot?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had a go at her. Let's see. You want to know some celebrities I slept with?
No.
I wasn't going to release it until I wrote my book before I passed away, which is like in another 100 years.
Oh, jeez.
I'll give you guys a little insight. Does anybody remember B. Arthur? Anyone?
No, that's disgusting.
out of that.
Oh.
Does anybody remember Betty White?
No.
Oh, I had to go. I picked up a kitten from her that I rescued because she said it needed a home, and she called it rescuing. So it sounded like I was doing something cool. So I went over there and I said, "Hey, is this the only pussy available?"
Oh, jeez. All right, Artie. All right.
Fireworks.
Yeah, that's where you got the idea for the fireworks on Saturday. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna cut it short here, Artie, because we gave you 9 minutes and we didn't talk baseball once again. Shocker. We got talking about what's in between your legs, apparently.
Oh, hey, as well, everyone wants to hear about it anyway. It's all about the entertainment, Todd. What would you rather do? Go to the stadium and watch the Angels lose again? Or look up in the balcony and watch me swing my dong? Swingy. Hey, you better hope I don't have a bladder leak.
Oh, come on. Come on, man. How are you not a sex offender at this point?
I'm being transparent with my fans.
Okay. All right, Artie. I appreciate it.
Hey, good night, everybody. Oh, let's hope the Angels win tomorrow. I doubt it. Bye, let's go. I give up, Ty. Hey, I think I'm going to wear a bag on my head and hold a sign that's telling me to sell.
Fuck you, Artie. Have a good night.
It's not that bad, Todd.
It's Spritz o'clock. We got to go. All right. Bye.
Get some rest. Bye.
Freaking Artie Moreno, man. God damn him. I got to play this, though.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's I'm the problem. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's I'm the problem.
It is him. What a night, people. What a freaking night. But David says, who would you have as choice if you could for new Angels owner? And that's after we just talked to the owner in Artie Moreno in his drunken stupor. There was an opportunity there for the what is it called? The Warriors owners to come and own the team. There was the LA Times guy who had a lot of money. There was a group from Japan, I want to say. There was Theo Epstein's group. There was quite a few that put in some bids, and that MFer said no. So I would have taken anybody at this point, because again, anyone who buys this team is not going to spend $1 billion to $3 billion and not do anything with it. Now they might do that after 10 years if they can't get their shit going and make it a profitable franchise. But every franchise owner I've seen that's bought a team within the last 10 years or more has basically given it a good run in the beginning. I mean, even Artie did. So you just got to see who this guy is in the long run, how invested he is. And I think we could see in the beginning he was invested in his team, but he was too egotistical. When they were winning those divisions, why is the fucking owner in the damn locker room? He should only be down there when they win the World Series, not like when they're winning like division championships and stuff. It's kind of stupid. He was kind of hogging the glory, having guys like Guerrero and freaking Hunter pouring champagne on him. You could tell there was red flags back then. I'm sure we'll be here tomorrow like clockwork talking about the Angels' 14-1 loss. Well, it's a day game, so it won't really be the same time. But yes, I get what you're saying, Blixie. Eric says that right there is the most entertaining thing than most Angels games. How sad. Silent E says it's really not that bad, though. This team blows like usual, so it's time. It's like the norm for us. Again, we find a way to hit further than rock bottom. Yeah, it does suck. Balls, and wrinkly balls right there. AC also says, and I think we might just end on that one. I just got to find that thing right here.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Wrinkly balls.
What the hell's going on out here?
Awful lot of talk about balls tonight. So that being said, we got a day game tomorrow, getaway day for I guess the Twinkies, and it'll be I think it's a 1:00 game. And then we have Monday when the Phillies roll into town. So there's that. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody coming on, even the great Artie Moreno. Thank you for everyone watching in, tuning in, commenting. Again, we're going to be getting comments. I'm still waiting for homeboy Cole to check in as he won a shirt for Halos in the Infield. And we will be having those paper bag. If you look in the little left corner right there next to where it says Todd Fox Heedy, that logo that says sell the damn team right there with a halo over it, the mad paper bag, that's going to be a shirt design. We will also have shirt designs of the Todd Fox post game. We will also have Heedy ones, which is the NWO one. And then we will have sell the team shirts, which is a brand new design. So, and again, Halo Joe checks in with, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. So there's where that is. So for Todd Fox and everybody on the Halos in the Infield post-game network, we appreciate you following along, checking in with us, commiserating with us, and have a good night, everybody. And one more time before we go, because again, this guy sucks. Good night, everybody. Got to find it. What? Wait, where is it? Wait. Bot.